Hey, chiropractors, gotta tell you, I love this quote by a dude who I've recently come to love because his teaching, his content, and when I say content, I mean teaching. Alex Hormozy, just a bro, but a just big business building dude who's actually done it, is doing it, and then just really gives practical, tactical, strategic advice to others who want to do it. That's my favorite way to learn, is those who are actually doing it, then teaching exactly how they've done it. Not complicated, right? Well, this one has a little bit more kind of a little less strategy to it, and it's got definitely some more sizzle to the steak on it. With the quote, it says, if you have the wrong heart and fuel behind your message, no one will listen. And the way marketing, the flywheel works, if moms aren't listening to your message and, if you will, buying into what you're saying, well, they're certainly not going to come into your practice and buy your product, a pediatric chiropractic kick-ass care plan. And so I actually want to double tap on this really quick, specifically for us as pediatric chiropractors. Now, this one we have to lean into, respect, honor, and deploy, I think 10 times more so than even the average business or even a different kind of chiropractic clinic that may focus on regular back pain, neck pain, short pain relief, massages, lasers, insurance, and so forth. Moms really do their homework when they are literally considering putting their most precious prized commodity, their children, in your hands, like actually in your hands, and shifting their entire healthcare paradigm to come to you instead of drugs, pills, medicine, supplements, essential oils, and so forth. Well, come on. They have to really understand, feel all the way through your heart, your soul, and your why behind your message. So actually, I want to take this quote beyond marketing, and I really, really, really want to drive home just a flat out success lesson for you. So for 15 years, I have sought out success. I've always known that if I wanted to do something big in this world, if I wanted to create an impact, and that left, literally, I'm going to talk about this later on, generational impact in kids' lives, families' lives, for generations through pediatric chiropractic. Like if I really wanted to change healthcare with this amazing thing that we have, well, my goodness, I better chase down some freaking lions, right? I better chase down people who have created massive movements, massive businesses, who have done massively successful, large-scale things in their life. And I've done that. From all the way back in chiropractic school, I went to every single seminar, every single assembly. And not only did I go, I didn't go sit in the rafters and hide out in the back. I went front row and I made myself, I got up front and I always did everything I could to meet the speaker, to meet the teacher, to go to their practice and shadow them, to go behind the curtain, as they say. Some may call me a stalker, and you should, because I am. I stalk wildly massive, successful, impactful people, and I do that still today. Now that we've got the practice and these other things at whatever size they are, and I want to take pediatric experience and I want to take PWC further, bigger, better, I've got to go after bigger and bigger fish who have done big things to learn from them and to model them. And so whilst doing that, I have come across three tiers, three different types of successful chiropractors, and I want to paint the picture of each because I really want you to find you through this. I really want you to know whether your why is as pure and perfectly aligned with your practice as I'm telling you, holy crap, does it need to be, all right? Number one, people who don't have a lot of success don't have a very big why, or they definitely don't have it aligned appropriately. So the truth of the matter is, I could give our pediatric chiropractic blueprint. So we have it through the PX membership. The Perfect Storm workshop. We have the entire funnel, the entire keynote slides, delivery. I could handle this stuff in a metaphoric box to any and every chiropractor. And I'm telling you, the step-by-step instructions, which is how we teach it, it is proven to work because it's worked for us and it's worked for literally now thousands of other chiropractors who are perfectly aligned with the why through pediatric chiropractic. But if I give it to someone who doesn't have that why, who doesn't have that purpose, who doesn't have one at all, the box is useless, okay? So that's category number one. Number two is the hard one to really figure out. Number two can deceive the eye. Number two perhaps can even deceive you if you is number two. Hear me out here, homies. If the recognition and the reward matters to you more than the impact and the reward and the benefit that's going to go through you, from you to them, the kids, the pregnant moms, and the families you're going to serve, you will maybe find success for a short amount of time. Some people have even been able to ride this out for a medium amount of time, but these moms will find out. The world will find out that if what you care about most is you and the big house and the Tesla and the recognition on social media and wow, look at me, aren't I great? You will be found out and your greatness will fade. Your success will kick back. Your car will spin off the road. You will find trouble eventually because people will find out eventually. And so the biggest differentiator between now these people, a lot of times when you look at the stats of their practice, especially if they're in the season just before they're found out, pretty good. If you look at their life, pretty big, right? But it doesn't last. See, the crazy thing is I've been able to hunt down a lot of these folks kind of using my strategy from before. And on the outside, I was like, man, that guy, that lady, that's exactly who I want to be like. Let me get close to them. And when I got close to them, I found out their why is them, not those that they serve. And so I moved on quickly from that mentorship or from that friendship. Sometimes not as quickly as I probably should have, but now that I know the lessons that I've learned and I'm trying to pass them through on this video, it cleared space for me to really only surround myself with people who fit category number 3, because this is how God made me and our team. And I'll leave you with those practical tips here at the end. You want to have your why so ridiculously aligned with ultimate, infinite, generational impact on kids and families. That is your absolute fast pass, huge boost pass to massive, unheard of levels of success. See, when your why is as pure, when your why is as giving, when your why is as outward facing instead of inward returning, you're set, Holmes. You will crush. And you won't just have fast success, short success, and medium success. You will have sustainable success. So I actually thought about titling this video, and it could be kind of repackaged with the title called Sustainable Success, because the first one has no chance for success. The second one will find you some success, and then people will find out, and your success will be gone, and you'll be an afterthought. The third one is the lifelong lasting impact. You never stop. You never stop growing. You never stop creating more impact into the world, because you can't. Because you go to bed at night thinking about how to help more kids the next morning, and you wake up fueled up, ready to rock and go do that, because it's about them, not you. It's about their lives getting better, not yours. And guess what happens as a side effect to the folks in number 3? They have the biggest lives. They got the biggest houses. Their cars go the fastest. Their boats are the raddest. Their shoes are the fanciest if they choose to wear shoes. I'm not right now. I'm doing a Zoom video. And if they want to be fancy, they can. And if they don't want to be, they don't need to be either. And in fact, some of the best people in category number 3, actually probably the majority of them, give zero craps about the fancy life. They care only about the impactful life. And that is what I want for you. Because through you, when you lean into that, when you find that why, and when you now build your practice and you build your model of your practice directly aligned to deliver that why to the community, you are unstoppable. You will link up with us. So if your why is the same as ours, to create infinite, unbelievable, generational impact through pediatric, prenatal, and family chiropractic to as many millions, then tens of millions, then hundreds of millions of families, so that those kids grow up with pediatric chiropractic care as the norm, as their first choice, first stop, first consideration, first thought to how they build health from within, and they have literally last resort thoughts of medicine, and they rarely need it, if ever. They don't use it. and then they have kids one day and they teach those values and they teach that way to kids because that's all they know. That's called a generational shift. And that's happening right now in our generation. The opportunity to do that is happening right now in our generation. We need as many number threes and as many purely aligned, purpose, passionate, on fire, this is my why, it's about them, not me, people as possible to step up and join this PX Tribe network and army. And when you do, we collectively will be unstoppable in the most sustainable way. Find your freaking why. Make sure it's about them, not you. The sequence and the order with which how you get up and go after it every day matters most. I hope this video helps you a ton, and I hope if it really, really resonated, drop a comment below. Let me hear your why. Let me hear your motivation, inspiration to impact kids' lives in your community. I can't wait to read them. I'll see you on the next one.